again, most people don't plan on their passing. So it may be something that's immediate and, auto accident or something like that. There needs to be a set of instructions for those people. And this is where you include your family and things like that in this as well. Whether they have siblings or you have a sibling that you trust if your child's younger, things like that, just to outlay, what is their daily routine like, right?
Yeah.
What are their medical needs? What are their likes, dislikes? Any other information that future caregivers may need to make that child's life, easier and kind of consistent, because that's a big thing too, is, consistent routines and things like that. So,
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. There's so many ins and outs. I mean, even, with Esther, she has her dad and she has me. And outside of that, it's hard to even get someone to take care of her day to day
mhm.
for a little bit, because there's so many medications and, food pump and all these different things that have to happen to care for her each day. So having that laid out, yeah, even if something happened to you temporarily, right, that
Mhm.
you're unavailable, an accident, and you're incapacitated for a certain amount of time. There's just, yeah, a lot to think about when it comes to that and planning.
Well, especially if there's an issue where the special needs child is non-communicative, right? And they can't communicate, if there's an instance of they're upset, the caregiver, the temporary caregiver, whatever, may think it's a major issue, something's going on. It's, oh no, they're just throwing a tantrum because they didn't get something, and that because you're around every day. But that's what that letter of intent, that letter of instruction is for, is really kind of guiding that caregiver on, their behaviors and, likes, just like we talked about, right? So that's kind of a big piece, is that letter of instruction. And then the last piece, and again, include your family in that conversation. Don't try to do this stuff in a silo. But it's really critical where you bring in your family, and have a copy with the planners and stuff like that as part of your estate plan as well. But number five is, regularly updating that plan and reviewing that plan with your team, if you will, the planner, the attorney. And that's something where a lot of people do this with their wills. They'll create a will when they first have children and they don't update it. And,
Yeah.
it may be, oh, yeah, we got a will, I don't know, 10, 12 years ago, whatever. A lot of things change.
Yes.
And especially with special needs children, a lot of things change. Assets change, the trust may change. You may move states, change jobs, and all those different things.
Mhm.
And that's why it's so critical to make sure that you're updating that plan, right?
Mhm. Yeah, at least an annual review of all things